So you have a customer interview coming up and you're trying to figure out who should be asking the questions. Is it the video producer? Is it someone from marketing? Or is it someone from sales, customer success, or account management? Well, there's no right or wrong answer, and every shoot's a little different. But the setup I've generally had the best luck with is having the person conducting the interview be the one who already has the strongest relationship with the customer. And often, that's the account rep. People tend to be more comfortable talking to somebody they already know. There's a history there, they know each other's story, there's a shared experience, and they've developed some rapport and trust. And that usually leads to more natural conversations and better answers. The other thing interviews can be great at is strengthening relationships. For a lot of people, being interviewed isn't something they do very often. They're not used to being on camera, and they're often, more than a little nervous about it. When somebody helps them through that and makes it a positive experience, it tends to build trust. And from a business standpoint, it's probably more valuable for your customer to have that experience with somebody from your team than with your video producer. I also like this setup because everybody gets to play to their strengths. The interviewer gets to focus on the customer and what's being said instead of trying to keep track of everything that needs to come out of the interview. The marketing team gets to focus on the content. They're usually the ones that develop the questions in the first place. So they're listening for stories, sound bites, and information they want to pull out of the interview. And then they're feeding follow-up questions to the interviewer. Meanwhile, the camera crew is making sure everything looks and sounds great. And as a producer, our job is really to support everyone else in the room. We're helping the subject feel comfortable, listening for opportunities to go deeper, and making sure we're getting complete thoughts that will work in the edit. As a side note, interviews don't always go perfectly. Sometimes we're on the fourth attempt at an answer, everything's going great, and then a fire truck goes by with the siren blaring, and we have to stop and do it for a fifth time. The producer's usually the one who has to interrupt them and ask them to do it again. When that happens, people can get frustrated. It's usually better for that frustration to be directed at the production team rather than the person who's conducting the interview. So that's one of the reasons I prefer having someone from your team lead the interview. This setup also lets everybody focus on their role instead of trying to do 3 different jobs at once. And I found that usually leads to better conversations, stronger relationships, and ultimately, better stories.